We are partnering with Flatwater Free Press in Civic, Nebraska, because they're producing a voter guide for this election. Here's a couple questions from that voter guide. What is the most pressing issue facing the city of Omaha and its residents? And if elected, how would you address those issues?
When talking with voters and residents of Omaha, everybody has something different. But for me, a lot of the issues are interconnected. Public safety is number one, I think. I know when we talk about public safety, people's minds always goes to law enforcement. And I always say that's a piece of it. For me, it's about preventing crime before it happens. And we have to go upstream and look at that. So for me, one of the things I really want to address is public safety through the lens of addressing mental health. I know we have the mental health responders unit that was created, and they have seen an uptick in the number of calls that come in for mental health. And right now they have about 5 responders that go out to those calls, and they want to be staffed at about 13 responders. So prioritizing that program for me is really important. So that way people are getting their needs met.
Another question from the voter guide. The city of Omaha's use of tax increment financing has drawn criticism, both locally and at the state level recently. If elected, how would you either safeguard the incentives currently or advocate for changes in TIF?
So TIF was created for areas that have been underserved, underdeveloped to use. It was a tool with great intention, and I think you have to be intentional when you use that tool. So I don't necessarily think that it needs to be revamped. I just think it needs to be used in what it was intended to do. And so when you look at how Omaha has used it recently over the years for these really big projects in quote unquote blighted areas, and you look at like areas like North and South Omaha, which are still extremely blighted, which TIF was created for. As mayor, I want to ensure that we are actually using TIF for extremely blighted areas and do development in those areas. We see a lot of the development in the Dodge Street corridor, downtown corridor using TIF. When you look at like North Omaha, 11 of the 23 approved projects from last year have a combined total of like $20 million, whereas the streetcar loan has like $79 million worth of TIF. And I think we need to switch in how we do that.